Army Major Kelly Brennan was one of the first women to come forward to disclose her experience as a victim of inappropriate sexual misconduct in Canada's military.
I'm just one woman who has served in the infantry for the last 30 years, since 1991, and give voice to all the women who need to speak up.
The military took her allegations seriously enough that they sent 3 investigators to her home.
I was interviewed for 2 entire days, 6 hours each.
All those investigators were men, no women. And when the investigators were done, she was referred to a military counselor for support who was also a man.
I was not going to enjoy having to explain myself to another male.
It was the same with aviation technician Emily Tulloch. When she complained of sexual misconduct and rape, her investigators were men.
During these interviews, I felt investigators were not treating me like a human being, but just another case file to them. There was no empathy or humanity.
These are not isolated incidents. A Global News investigation has learned that just 23% of the military investigators who handle sexual misconduct complaints are women. That is in sharp contrast to the ratio on many civilian police forces, where, for example, 45% of investigators are women in Toronto, 50% are women in Vancouver, and 67% in Ottawa are women.
The situation in the Canadian Armed Forces right now is unacceptable. It is very clear that women and men who are victims of assault or harassment are not comfortable in coming forward.
Not one, but 2 parliamentary committees are investigating how the Canadian Forces deals with sexual misconduct. Their recommendations are expected this month. David Akin, Global News, Ottawa.